welcome you to the Lewis Joel Gallery in Altona. They're also a community center, and I'm holding a solo exhibition, so I'm going to do a walkthrough with you today. I'm the artist Michal Plis. There's also going to be a nocturnal event on the 29th, Saturday at 8:30. As we enter, we have the exhibition statement. We also have some prints of the main artwork and also the guest book. Now we have a look briefly at the last artwork, which is the opening piece entitled Glimpse, pencil on paper. Okay, we move on to the first artwork entitled Gateway. It's made of limestone with some synthetic polymer. Now we move on to artwork number 2, entitled Armilla Fields. So this is a hanging sculpture made of various recycled materials. Has a lot of light effects. Moving on to artwork number 3, entitled Incubator. Various metals and polymer resin. It's a three-dimensional hanging sculpture. Now moving on to artwork number 4. Many of One. It's made of glass, recycled materials, wood, synthetic polymer, entitled Many of One. All right, move on to artwork number 5, Light Pod 1. It's a three-dimensional sculpture made of glass, synthetic polymer resin, and a number of other materials. Okay, moving on, we're going to enter the exhibition blacklight space. So let's go in and have a look. the next artwork. We have a sculpture entitled Candor Source, number 6, from clay, synthetic polymer resin and other materials. It has optical effects using fluorescent pigments and phosphorescent pigments. So this sculpture is the first abstract light source or energy source that I call Candor. So moving on, as you can see the paintings, which we will have a look in a minute, the relationship is, this is the three-dimensional artwork number 10 that's related to this piece is called Candor 1. It's a circular canvas and it has some fluorescent and phosphorescent effects. Now we move on to the second set, or the source sculpture, number 7, entitled Cinis Source, Recycled Materials, Synthetic Resin. It's very much the it's very much a experimental. I call this second source the red source Cinis, and this is the sculpture that sort of started that idea. Of sculpting this sort of source, and the corresponding painting to study that in more detail is entitled Cinis 1. Okay, we're moving on to the next sculpture entitled, this is the third force I call Caerulea. Caerulea source. The Caerulea source is number 8, and this one has light effects as well as phosphorescent, fluorescent and glow-in-the-dark effects. It's made of glass and a number of other materials, including synthetic polymer resin. So this was the most experimental, but really inspired that sort of third force, the blue force that really embodies that deep sea and melancholic feeling, but also the hazy aspect, the two negative and positive aspects of everything in this abstract universe. And here's the painting that I studied this sculpture with. So let's have a look at that in detail. This has phosphorescent and fluorescent effects. Okay, moving on to the next painting is the micro series number 13, entitled Micro Order. Next one is number 14, entitled Micro Chaos, the opposite of micro order. Next one is number 15, called Micro Siege. It's one of my earlier works to study the relationships between humans and artificial intelligence in terms of concept, how the mind is the attacked and the AI is the attacker, but at the same time it is not entirely bad. It's got a manifold aspects to it. Alright, moving on to the next painting in the UV area, Concordance, number 9. It's an abstract study from the early abstractionists in this new roundism movement. It's got optical effects of various kinds. Using fluorescent pigments. Right, now we move back out from the fluorescent or black light room, and we're going to study another set of paintings and prints. This is the Coherence cocoon. It's an early study. Was an earlier study of the roundism and organic effects. Here we've got the mono prints in sets of 3. So this is Cinis Emanation 1, 17. Moving on to the next one called Cinis Emanation 2. It's another study. And then third one, Cinis Emanation 3, number 19. All of these have fluorescent effects. Now moving on to Candor Emanation, number 1, in the yellow range. Next we have Candor Emanation 2, number 21. And then Candor Emanation 3, another form, and that's painting number 22. It's a mono print on gel. All of these are from 17 to 25 are mixed media on gel plate monoprint. Next, moving on to the 3 blue range paintings. Number 23, Caerulea Emanation 1. This is in the blue range, studying the blue pigment or the force, Caerulea force reflections. All right, last 2, moving on to the Caerulea Emanation 2, number 24. And then finally, moving on to Caerulea Emanation 3. And that concludes the walkthrough of the exhibition. Finally, just a little bit of explanation of the poster. This talks about roundism, this new movement I'm releasing, and you can learn more about it at Michal Plis, michalplis.com/roundism. You can also pause the video and scan the QR code to learn more. Thank you. This concludes the exhibition walkthrough. I hope you can make it. It's open till the 3rd of December. Every Sunday I'll be here from 11 till 2 if you've got any questions. And There will be also a nocturnal walkthrough on the 29th of November at 8:30 p.m. and I'll be using various torches to show you some of the other effects of this exhibition. Thank you.